What's going on, guys? It's Complete Tech Crew, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a full review of the DeWalt DCD999B. This is a hammer drill driver, 20 volt FlexVolt drill driver from DeWalt. I purchased this by itself. This was purchased last Black Friday around that time with a free charger and a 6 amp hour battery. That is a FlexVolt battery, by the way. So I just had this stored up, waiting to do a review on it. I know this video is coming out late. So I am a redhead, a massive fan of Milwaukee products, but I do give credit to other brands that have great products, and DeWalt is one of those. They make great, fantastic, very well designed and engineered woodworking products like their miter saw, table saw. I love their FlexVolt miter saw and table saw. I think it's amazing and fantastic, and I can't wait to own it because I've used it with peers and also on demo days at certain distributors, and it couldn't be made any better. So enough rambling about that. I'm going to get into this, and then we'll be unwrapping the charger and the 6 amp hour battery. I'm not new to DeWalt. DeWalt was actually the brand that I had first, way back when they had the 18 volt packs that clicked in instead of sliding in, like these new versions. And I just wasn't much of a fan of it. To me, they weren't built that well. And in conjunction with that, just the power and the handling, the size of it, it just could have been so much better. So this one, I played around with this one a lot with a lot of the people on the construction site who actually have this version. And this one's great. It's incredible. So I can't wait to get it open and actually use it myself in demo for you guys. This will be part one, just the unboxing. Part two will be coming up very shortly. We'll actually be demoing it, using it, drilling. I'm going to try to drill into a concrete blocking and some wood like that, things of that nature. So be looking out for that. So getting right into this, like I said, I do have DeWalt products. Not a lot of like their smaller tools. A lot of their major tools I have that, like the fan, small things like that, like larger things like that. Excuse me. I have their chainsaw. I picked up one of the items that was on clearance, which was the weed whacker, and it came with a 9 amp hour battery, and that was around early spring. So I felt like I lucked out on that one, because a 9 amp hour battery alone in and of itself is $150 on sale. So I had to take advantage of that. The entire kit was $149 at Home Depot on clearance. So that was a big deal to me. So I took advantage. So taking a look at this, has a really nice feel to it. Nice weight, nice size. Chucks feel solid. Typical DeWalt feel to it. I'm really accustomed to the Milwaukee, the way it fits in your hand and how compact it is. But this one is great as well. This one stands up to a lot of abuse. I've seen it, like a lot of careless individuals with this tool, and it's taking a beat. And I've seen it fall off the scissor lift and a boom lift as well on the construction site, on the concrete. And this thing kept on chugging. So I was impressed with the durability. Of course, this is the yoke or the handle for when you are drilling. It's particularly like hammer drilling. You can twist up, or using a hole saw. This is great for that as well. So it just pretty much, it loosens as you twist the handle counterclockwise. You twist it clockwise, it tightens it up, and then you're able to fix it like this, and it just gives you much more control and dexterity of the tool while drilling. And this is a belt clip that needs to be affixed to it. So thing kind of heavy though, so putting it on the belt, I would probably prefer to slide it in on a tool belt than put it on a belt clip by itself. But to each their own. So I'm gonna get into unpackaging the battery and the charger. And that's what that looks like right there. It's well packaged. So like I said, you bought the drill or the tool for this particular promotion. Last year I got it again around November when the Black Friday prices and the promotion started to come in. That's when I purchased this, and this kit was actually free when you purchased that. So I'll go ahead and get this one opened up without damaging these packages are tough. Try not to cut the charger. I like the way their FlexVolt batteries look. I played around with a couple of them while on the sites with a lot of other guys, other techs and stuff like that. And I like it. I didn't have anything to say. You know, they kind of poking fun at me because all the Milwaukee stuff I have. But this is really well built. Nice looking, nice weight to it. So not much complaints about it. And like I said, if the sale is good enough, I'm gonna get it. Do a review for you guys, especially depending on what platform you're on. Like a lot of you guys are on Makita, Rigid, and stuff like that. I have some Rigid stuff that I definitely are way behind on doing reviews on. So I'm gonna get into it for you guys here as soon as I can. Stop wasting time on that because that stuff's been sitting on my shelf for the longest. So there goes that battery. Let me get this charger out before we dig into it. I finally got through it. That was a tough task. So that's that. Good looking charger. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of their better chargers. I think this is like a fast charger. This isn't their like standard charger like it would be the M18, M12, the dual charger that they give you with every kit that you purchase with Milwaukee. That one, I wish they just gave you a rapid charge, especially for the cost of the tools, but we're not going to ramble on about Milwaukee right now. It's about DeWalt. So I'll hush up about that. So that's what this looks like. It's their 6 amp hour, 20 volt FlexVolt. And then if you look at the back, it pretty much details your output. It tells you the battery model number, 20 volt, 60 volt max, 6 amp hour, 2 amp hour. And then the use is 120 watt hours. So I always pay attention to that. Then it says shipping 3 times 40 watt hours. And doing comparison videos, I always try to compare amongst the different brands. For example, i.e. DeWalt or Milwaukee, I try to compare the battery with the tool. So comparable tool, comparable battery. So I won't use like a 3.0 XC battery from Milwaukee and compare it to this because it's not, there's no equation between the two. There's no similarities. So the most similar one to this one would be the Milwaukee high output M18 HO high output 6.0. That's the one that's most comparable to this. This one has 120 watt hours. That's the use on this one. And this one here, this is a Milwaukee one. And this is just, for example, has 108 watt hours. So that's the output on this one. So when I'm doing my comparisons, which I plan to do very soon amongst these two drills, or the DeWalt and the Milwaukee M18, I will be using the 6 amp hour HO from the 6.0 from Milwaukee. So just taking a look at that. And I do believe that's your model number right there. And then it's just telling you specifications and stuff like that. Good feel to this, solid feeling charger. Feels like it's built well. So I'm gonna get that plugged up and get this battery charging as soon as I can. Looking deeper into the battery. Comes with one little indicator light. So it has a little tiny bit of juice on it. And it says, please remove before use. Use with transport. So I'm assuming this cover is for transporting the battery, I guess to keep the terminals or the blades protected. I'm not 100% sure what this is for, so I'm gonna do some more research and see, but I think this is just to protect the battery. I do believe that's a great idea, and for a little $2 to $3 piece of plastic, it probably doesn't even cost near that much. That's a smart idea. So good one on that one, DeWalt. So slide it in. Thank you. Yep, it has that age-old click once you let off the gas on this with DeWalt. It just feels much more robust. It's a lot heavier drill. You know, I'll probably feel a lot more comfortable with this doing some hammer drilling, but with hammer drilling, I always use a SDS Plus or SDS Max hammer drill from Milwaukee. I've actually used the SDS Plus version of the DeWalt one. A buddy of mine has it, he's diehard DeWalt, and I like it. I love the power, I love the feel, and I'm definitely gonna invest in that one very soon. I got a review and unboxing coming on that one soon, as soon as I get it. Good feeling tool, good looking tool. You got all of your standard functions on it. Your little hammer drill function here. Yeah, it feels great. And you got your drill driver mode, and then all of your speed functions here. And you have your power modes here. You got your 1, 2, 3. Got a little oil there. That's good to see. Let's oil it up well, like that out of there. Got a little bit of play in the battery, but I don't think it's enough for the battery to drop out. I couldn't imagine this section here surviving a fall with the size and the weight of this battery too well. The individual that dropped it off, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I believe they had a 2.0 inside of theirs. And it handled it well, but a fall with this big girthy thing on it, I don't know. So I would definitely like lanyard this thing off and protect it, because I love the way it looks and love the way it feels. So if I was to take this out, I'll definitely be protecting her. So again, just looking at the specs on that, little details on the side of it. Good looking drill, solid feeling reverse and forward function, lock function. And this here, looking at the bottom of this, right inside here, there's like a light indicator. Then it has a symbol that says 20 minutes. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So the LED is here for when you're utilizing it. One is dim, one is brighter. Then one has a function that says 20 minutes and it gets brighter. That's really neat. I'm gonna zoom in on this to the best of my ability, try to show it off a little more. I don't know if you guys can see that with the light brightness. Let me turn it down. That is really neat, DeWalt. I did not know that at all. So that is cool. So I'm gonna look deeper into that, see what that 20 minutes means. I'm assuming it'll stay on for 20 minutes. Not 100% sure. I'm gonna do a little bit of research on it. So I guess to engage it or activate it, you have to pull the trigger. And then it just dims out. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. So that's a nice feature. So yeah, that's pretty much the basis of this till I get into doing a full review on it, as far as like drilling into wood and trying to drill into a concrete block and stuff like that. I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to put this thing through the paces, put a couple hole saws on it, a couple arbor bits, some really long masonry bits, and then we'll see how she does. And I'm going to do the same thing with the Milwaukee, and I also will be doing the same thing with the rigid octane that Home Depot has been clearing out in these last few months. To me, it's a great deal that they have on those. I had rigid before as well, just not the octane, nothing as heavy duty like a hammer drill. It's just a drill driver. I liked it. Just being in the Milwaukee platform, it's just so spread out with the lighting, with the PPE, with all of their hand tools, and then not to mention the power tools. And then most importantly and prevalent is the Milwaukee pack-out system. The entire system is just flawless. I love it. I'm a massive, major fan of it. And to me, it just couldn't be done any better. Those pack-out drawers are awesome. They're amazing. I just got my hands on a couple of the pack-out rolling tool chests. Those are fantastic. So they continue to innovate, deploy some genius products. Their engineering and their designing is great. So kudos to them. I tip my hat to them. And I know DeWalt, they're sticking, they're tried and true, and they're sticking to what they do best. I did take a look at, I do not own the Tough system, the second one, the 2.0. I have seen some guys with it, heard some complaints, some negative stuff, and I heard some great things about it as well. But this is a great feeling tool. It definitely I would feel really confident behind this thing in any degree or any measure of work that I had to do. I feel like this thing would knock out the task with minimal effort, particularly with this battery. So be looking out in the future for a video coming out when I'm actually doing a demo and putting this thing to work. Great sounding, great feeling drill. That chuck feels tight. I know this thing will be a wrist ripper and twist a wrist up just as bad as any other tool comparable to this one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing on the YouTube platform. Follow me on Instagram. It's Complete Tech Crew with a K. Leave comments down below on both platforms. And let me know, leave likes, let me know what you think. Let me know what you are looking out for. If there's anything I haven't covered yet, let me know what you need. Thank you so much.